I'm back. I'm not about to get into a laughing tizzy. I hope not. But anyway, good afternoon, my YouTube family, or good afternoon, good evening, and good morning whenever you're watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like. Again, as always, thank you to my subscribers who's been with me um, for a while and still sticking out here with me. I appreciate you greatly. And I also appreciate my new subscribers. Thank you for joining, for subscribing, and thank you for finding something entertaining uh, in what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get right to it, okay, guys? Let's see. I'm always probably going to respond to messages that I'm sent via YouTube, via this way. I'm trying to get comfortable. But you know how you have terms of endearment, or just words we use to express how we feel about people, even those words that are considered to be slang or inappropriate sometimes. You know, we gravitate to them sometimes and we use them as a term of endearment. That's the best way I can put it. Even though it doesn't mean how it's actually written, but we've used it so many times and used it so long a certain way that it becomes the norm or the natural, so to speak. Personally, I don't use the N word and different things like that. But anyway, I wanted to break this down for us today. And I wanted to ask you guys, there are two words that were given to me, and there are always these words that certain people assign to others when they're speaking. So, um, first of all, one is I'm a hater, okay, and then the second one is what was the first? The first one's hater. Oh, and the second one is jealous. So let's really look at those two terms and see what they really mean. Oh, and of course, I'm losing, but they're winning. All right. If let's examine this. Let's go back. Let's go back. Look at it from this standpoint. Okay, y'all remember, and I'm not going to put names in the title because people feel you cloud chasing. Well, if you notice, if I don't put people's name in my title, I can't be cloud chasing because you'll have to actually watch it to see the names. But I remember a year or so ago, a year or so back, when I guess it was Sean, and probably before then, because I said that was his second attempt on this big movie deal, on this big production. And at that time, you know, when they were getting it all together and everything was being done secretly and everything was hush hush and they were planning trips and all the type of things, certain people within that particular production, so to speak, saying we were jealous, we were hating, or I was hating, I was jealous. Um, they were Hollywood bound. They were on to bigger, greater, and better things than most of us. And so, if we said anything about it in a negative way, so to speak, you're hating or jealous, let's really look at this. Almost a year later, plus some months, where are where are they? Uh, I didn't see anybody go to Hollywood. I definitely hadn't seen anybody sign contracts, even with YouTube, for that. Yet, you know, all you MFs, y'all hating, y'all jealous because we're winning. Honey, why does she do that? Honey, why does she do that? But if that's the case, okay, I'll say I'm losing just to appease you, but and your people. But the reality is, after all that talk, after puffing, blowing all that smoke, after all that bragging, after all of that uh, unrealistic expectations, you're still where you are a year or so later. And it's not just that, but you're still where you are, but you kind of lost a little doing the traveling on the YouTube streets. So that's not valid, okay? That's really not valid. The two people, and I guess it's three now because Rubella's in there somewhere, and I've come to realize that, you know, she was windmilling for, you know, for Phi against Uncle Tim. I got it. I finally got it. And you guys already knew, but you wouldn't tell me, but I got it. So we passed that point. You were on a production. You were on a show. We were hating because we weren't going anywhere. We weren't going to be stars. We weren't going to be famous. We weren't going to be rich. All these things that we heard over the months while all of this was going on. And where have you gone? You hadn't gone anywhere either. Okay, so if I'm hating on that, okay, I'll be a hater. I'll give you a hater. You know, since you're in the same boat I'm in, with the exception of I had no expectations of a production, and with the expectation that you're bigger than me as far as the numbers are concerned, but outside of that, you hadn't progressed in any kind of way. All right. So then they come around with jealous and hating, um, and we're winning, but you're losing, and you're mad, babe. It's farthest from the truth. I could care less, and but that's what I don't get when people say they don't care, or it's not that deep, or it's not that important. Do some of you listen when people say that? Because sometimes some people harp on the same thing, the same thing, the same thing, and I've already told you, I don't care. That's a waste of your oxygen. That's a waste of your oxygen to continuously say that when it's not true. But I'll let you have that delusion in your mind because, like I told you before, there are a lot of people that are just delusional. I don't think it may be partially mental, but I think it's delusional, so to speak. So I'm jealous. Let's really look at that. Um, Again, you hadn't gone anywhere with all these productions, and the funny thing about that, there was not one attempt, but many attempts. You didn't get paid any money, but I'm jealous. Um, you're not on film. You're not, as far as whatever, but I'm jealous. One of you live in a box with a non-working air unit in the window, but I'm jealous. One of you got a home, and from what I understand, you every time you flush the toilet, the feces runs from the toilet down to is it the basement bathroom into the tub and stuff like that. But I'm jealous. I'm really beginning to think you guys, some of you have just, stamped this in your brain. And any chance you get to use it to vindicate yourself or make yourself look better or make yourself look greater than anybody else, you guys throw those words in. I'm winning and you're losing and we're mad. I'm mad. How? Okay, you've got one who looked like she's grave ready. If she put any more blonde foundation on her black skin, I'm going to scream. Baby, whoever was doing you before then, hurry up and get them back. Because you look a hot uh, curd milk mess. Have you ever seen milk that is curd? It starts changing colors and it get kind of lumpy. Yeah, a little lumpy. But anyway, you look a mess. You look a mess. And it's just funny to me that the people who are doing in the mind of the right mind people, we see that, but you don't. In the minds of people who have rational thinking and process things the rational and normal way, we're trying to see what is it that you're saying that we're not. Because I don't care. I don't care about no hair and all that kind of stuff. So that's not a big issue. But we're always jealous. And you're winning. What have you won? Because again, you were going to Hollywood, be a star, be something great, and all of that, and you based it on your trust in man. And the funny thing about that, in so many ways, you have more than him. So you could tell him how to come up, you think? But anyway, I'm just flabbergasted that people keep saying, "You're losing. You're a loser. You're losing." Okay, let's look at that again. You're winning, but you have nothing to show for it. That you're winning. And regardless of what anybody say, I won't say you're really scamming because I don't really believe, in Fallon's case, I just, in her case, I don't really see why she keeps saying she's winning. And then you look at somebody who's got less than you. In actuality, really, you're kind of beating him, but you trust him to do something to bring you up. Yet he's been trying to come up for years, and he hadn't made it to even halfway to the top. See, think about these things as you go along. I thought about this not deep, because like I said, it ain't that deep. But it's the irony of it all, you know. So the way I looked at it today, I said, you know what? Since that's the terminology that's used on YouTube, and since that's the norm, I'd be a loser. Losers unite. I'll be a loser because number one, I'm not in a box. I'm not living in a box with a non-working air conditioner. I'm not looking like the intro process of being mummified. Thank God. So I'm losing. I'm not bragging, but I'm losing. I have a house that's paid for. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, separate living and dining room, huge backyard. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. I'm actually sitting in the den. Let me see. I don't want to mess this up. Huge. See, that's the backyard. I'm not going outside. And the only reason why all these leaves and stuff, of course, because of the weather, so I've got to get that changed. But that's the backyard. And, when the weather changes, I'll get the leaves and stuff raked up. So a huge backyard. Nice, beautiful size front yard. And separate living and dining room, a breakfast area, and the kitchen. So I'm not really sure. Oh, and no mortgage. I'm not really sure what it is I'm losing, honey. Where? I'm not losing, honey. And the reason I'm looking fat, I showed you a picture that really is me. It wasn't Photoshop. The reason why I look like this is because I'm sitting down slumped in this chair and I can't get comfortable for some reason, but that ain't a good thing. But anyway, I just came to address that because it's the irony of it all. It's the perception. People's perceptions in this particular area, I think not, some of them are warped. They're just warped because you feel you're on this mountain and you're climbing up and you're going up and high and you're pushing through the people who hate you. You say hate you. You're breaking through the barriers of us and other people who are trying to destroy the very essence of your YouTube. Guys, it's not that serious. Matter of fact, it's not even that crucial. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that crucial. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm not going to say this I'm not going to apply this title to a lot of people or other people because they may look at it from a different standpoint than I do. But if you're winning based on what you present to us on YouTube, and I'm losing based on what I present to you on YouTube, baby, I'm a loser. Wow. I said I wasn't going to laugh. Then I'm losing. Because you're just soaring above the clouds. With what? Because that box fan and that non-working air conditioning unit in the window, that's it for me. That did it for me. I mean, it really did it for me. But I, I'm losing. I'm losing. I'm losing. I'm jealous because I have all this. Thank God for parents who took care of us and did the right thing as far as making sure we were secured in our future. So I remain jealous. Yes, I'm jealous, honey. Honey. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, you said it. But I wanted to come and do a quick video on that. Uh, I get so sick of hearing those two words. Three, you're jealous, you're hating, and you're losing. And the people that you apply those terminologies to are doing 1,000 times better than you. So why don't you just come over to the losing team and join up? You know, if nobody's, I'll welcome you to the losing team. But you gotta come up from where you are. That's all I'm saying. That's all I require. Okay? So to all my losers out there, I love you. To all my jealous YouTube family members and friends, I really love you. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. I just got the paperwork. I was really offered two jobs at two different places, so I'm kind of mulling it over in my mind which one to take. But I got the offer letter for one today, signed that and sent that back. So I'm waiting on the next person because both of them want me to start on the 1st of February. So that gives me time to kind of pray over it. But I did sign one today, and I'm thankful for that and grateful. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. I'm still here. Still got a lot to do, still got a lot to take care of, but I appreciate you. And I don't say that, a lot of people say it and say it and say it, but I really do appreciate you because most of you have been here with me as I shared my journey with my father with you right up until his death. So you're a part of me. I'm part of my process. So I thank you guys. You be careful out there because the corona has risen again with the new strain of it, and more people are dying. We're going back on lockdown. So you be careful. Be very careful. Be very careful. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful afternoon. Know that I love you, but God loves you so, so, so much more. You be blessed, okay? Bye-bye.